These positions are not made up easily.
Oh, Van Gisbergen.
What a save.
What a save is right.
Shane Van Gisbergen was 5th in points heading into Las Vegas, building momentum, proving ovals weren't a problem anymore. Then lap 1 happened. One mistake created unfixable damage. What came next was the worst race of SVG's season, and it wasn't close. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, March 15th, 2026. The Pennzoil 400. Van Gisbergen qualified 16th. Not amazing, but solid. The Superfile Chevrolet looked fast in practice. The special livery, designed by street artist Mr. Brainwash, looked sharp. The green flag dropped at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. 36 cars charged into Turn 1. Christopher Bell started from the pole. Denny Hamlin beside him on the front row. Joe Gibbs Racing dominated qualifying. Van Gisbergen ran mid-pack. 3-wide racing through the early laps. Standard Las Vegas chaos. The 1.5-mile oval rewards aggression. Drivers pushing hard for track position. Coming out of Turn 4 on lap 1, disaster struck. Van Gisbergen got loose. The rear end stepped out. Contact with Eric Jones. The number 97 Chevrolet snapped sideways at 180 miles per hour. The car slid down toward the apron. Below the white line. Dangerous territory. Van Gisbergen reacted instantly, opposite lock, caught the slide, straightened the car on the apron, missed the wall by inches, rejoined the racing surface as the field thundered past. The save was spectacular, pure car control. Years of supercars experience kicked in. He kept it off the wall. No caution, no immediate damage visible. But underneath, the splitter was broken, cracked, dragging on the track surface. Trackhouse Racing spotted the problem immediately. The slide onto the apron cracked the underside of the front splitter. Not surface damage, structural damage. The crew tried repairs during the first caution, tried to reinforce it, tried to tape it. Nothing worked. The splitter was compromised beyond repair. Here's why that matters. The front splitter creates downforce, keeps the front end planted. Without it working properly, the car becomes unpredictable. Oversteer in one corner, understeer in the next. No consistency, no grip, no speed. Van Gisbergen radioed his crew. The car was undrivable, loose everywhere, couldn't turn, couldn't accelerate, just survival mode. By lap 25, he was running 33rd. NASCAR's live updates said he was impersonating a rock, drivers passing him left and right, no speed to defend position. By lap 70, he climbed back to 31st. Small progress, but still losing ground to the leaders, multiple laps down, running at the tail end of the field. The race lasted 267 laps. Van Gisbergen struggled through every single one. No cautions helped, no lucky breaks, just grinding through with a broken race car. Las Vegas is a momentum track. Fast corners, wide racing surface, drivers carry speed through the turns. The cars with good aerodynamic balance dominate. Van Gisbergen had none of that. The broken splitter killed his aero. The front end wouldn't stick. Every corner was a battle, and he climbed as high as 31st during the middle stages. Brief moments where he found clean air and made passes. But as soon as he hit traffic again, the handling issues returned. The compromised car became harder to manage with every lap. Tire wear made it worse. The balance shifted constantly. Hot track temperatures didn't help. Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin battled for the lead. Tyler Reddick ran inside the top 10. The front of the field was racing hard. Van Gisbergen was just trying to finish. As the laps wound down, he drifted further behind. Multiple laps down. No chance at a respectable finish. Just bringing the car home in one piece. The checkered flag finally dropped after 2 hours and 41 minutes. Denny Hamlin won after overcoming a speeding penalty. Chase Elliott finished second. William Byron third. Van Gisbergen crossed the line in 36th, dead last, 4 laps behind the leaders. "I thought we were going to be on for a good day," Van Gisbergen radioed to his crew after the flag. "That's unfortunate." The finish was bad enough. The points damage was worse. Van Gisbergen entered Las Vegas sitting 5th in the championship standings, ahead of drivers like Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, and Denny Hamlin. Real championship contention territory. Phoenix the week before gave him confidence. He spun twice at turn 4, had a flat tire, lost a lap, still recovered to finish 11th. Elite drivers find ways to salvage bad days. Las Vegas showed the opposite. One early mistake, unfixable damage, no recovery possible. The 36th place finish awarded minimal points. Drivers at the front scored huge. Van Gisbergen plummeted 11 spots in a single race, 5th to 16th, just like that. The current standings after Las Vegas show Tyler Reddick leading with 226 points, Ryan Blaney second with 167, Bubba Wallace third with 159, Chase Elliott fourth, Christopher Bell fifth. Van Gisbergen sits 16th with 116 points, tied with former Trackhouse teammate Daniel Suarez and Cowlick Racing's AJ Allmendinger. Van Gisbergen wins the tiebreaker. Barely. He's still in the provisional chase standings. NASCAR brought back the chase format for 2026. Top 10 in points after 10 races make the playoff. Van Gisbergen is 6 spots outside, with 5 races left before the cutoff. The margin is razor thin, one more disaster, and he's out. This wasn't supposed to happen. Not this year, not after the start Van Gisbergen had. He won on his NASCAR debut at the Chicago Street Course in 2023. 5 wins during his 2025 rookie season, all on road courses, dominated them, proved he belonged at the Cup Series level. Ovals were the question mark. Could the Supercars champion adapt to different tracks, different racing, different competition? The first 4 races of 2026 answered that question. 2 super speedways, 1 road course, Phoenix Raceway. Van Gisbergen executed, got results, sat 5th in points. Drivers noticed. Denny Hamlin said the day before Las Vegas, certainly the trend is continuing that he keeps getting better. Elite superior drivers find a way to adapt, and he's one of those. Christopher Bell, who won the pole for Las Vegas, said Van Gisbergen was clearly getting the hang of it. Chase Elliott praised his natural feel behind the wheel. The NASCAR community was watching, respecting the progress, expecting more improvement. Las Vegas shattered that narrative. Back to square one, fighting for points, proving himself all over again. Las Vegas has never been kind to Shane Van Gisbergen. In 2024, he ran 1 Cup race at Las Vegas, finished 29th, 2 laps off the pace, struggled with speed all day. In 2025, he ran both Las Vegas races, failed to finish both, involved in incidents, crashed out, 0 points from both weekends. Sunday was his 4th attempt at the 1.5-mile Nevada Oval. 4th disaster. The pattern is clear. Van Gisbergen hasn't figured out Las Vegas. The track doesn't suit his driving style. The car setup never clicks. Something always goes wrong. Phoenix looked different. The unique 1-mile layout, dogleg backstretch, flat corners. Van Gisbergen adapted, finished 11th despite multiple issues. Las Vegas is traditional. Wide corners, high speeds, requires different skills, different approach. Van Gisbergen hasn't cracked the code yet. Joey Logano said earlier in the weekend that Van Gisbergen's early success came from unique tracks, super speedways, road courses, not standard ovals. We've had 1 normal type race at Phoenix, and even with that still, what was there? 12 cautions? Logano said. I think it's just we haven't seen much normalcy yet. Las Vegas was normal, standard intermediate oval racing. Van Gisbergen finished last. The NASCAR Cup Series moves to Darlington Raceway on March 23rd. The Goodyear 400, 1.366 miles of abrasive asphalt and egg-shaped corners. Van Gisbergen needs a bounce-back performance, 16th in points with 5 races before the chase cutoff. Every position matters. Trackhouse Racing has speed. Ross Chastain and Connor Zilisch are teammates. The organization knows how to win. But Van Gisbergen needs clean races, no early damage, no mistakes, just execute and collect points. The road courses help. Circuit of the Americas in April, Sonoma in June, Watkins Glen later. Those are guaranteed strong finishes. But the ovals, that's where championships are won. Dover, Kansas, Charlotte, Richmond, all before the chase. Las Vegas showed he's not there yet. 1 mistake, unfixable damage. Last place. Shane Van Gisbergen entered Las Vegas with momentum, left with embarrassment. The lap 1 slide looked like nothing. A brilliant save. But underneath, the damage was done. The broken splitter couldn't be fixed. 267 laps of suffering. Running at the back, multiple laps down. No speed. Denny Hamlin celebrated victory lane. Van Gisbergen finished dead last, 5th to 16th in 1 race. Thought our race was going to go better than that, but got some damage on lap 1 when I made a mistake, Van Gisbergen said. Then, just continued to struggle the rest of the day. The talent is there. Road courses are coming. But Las Vegas exposed the weakness. One early mistake can destroy everything. Darlington is next Sunday. Another oval, another test. Shane Van Gisbergen needs to prove Las Vegas was a fluke, not a pattern. The clock is ticking.